Passport Information Center. My name is Alicia. Do you currently have an application in process?
I don't know. I pay for, I paid some money to your company. I don't know where it goes. On 7/10/19, I paid $193. I then paid $1,000, around $1,100, and then I paid $206 on the 21st. I want to make sure that it went in the system for an expedited passport. So I also received emails from your company.
Okay.
The State Department, I guess. I don't know exactly. I don't know how it works.
Okay. Now, do you have an application number?
What is the application number consist of?
It would be like a 9-digit number.
Okay. What is the number that I guess I called now? I don't know about the administration or technical provider. I don't know what stipulations or regulations they have. The number that I've called now that is showing up on the phone is 1-877-487-2778. Is that true?
We are the National Passport Information Center for the Department of State. Do you have an application number for your application? If not, then we can go by the full Social Security number.
And you said the application number is how many numbers?
A 9-digit number.
Oh, that's, okay, and is there two application numbers?
I'm sorry?
Is there two application numbers or just one application number?
If this is just for your application, it should be just one application number.
I filled out two applications.
You filled out two applications?
Yeah, one in 2019 and then one in 2021.
Have you ever received a passport for 2019?
No, I received expired passport. I already used it.
Okay. In order for me to locate you in the system, it would be your full Social Security number.
What is this email that I received from your company?
I don't know what email you're talking about, sir. What does the email state? Hello?
Yes, I'm getting it. Because there's no response, so I don't know. There's no response. It reads here, it's now in purple writing. The lettering was purple, and it reads, the email contains U.S. government correspondence pertaining to your recent U.S. passport application with the U.S. Department of State. Please reply to this email. You go all the way down, and then it reads disclaimer. This email and any files transmitted with it are confidential and intended solely for the use of the individual or entity to which they are addressed. If you are not the named addressee, you should not disseminate, distribute, or copy this email. Please notify the sender immediately by telephone at 1-877 487-2778. If you receive this email in error and delete this email from your system, this message contains confidential information and it is intended for the individual named. If you are not the intended recipient, you are notified that disclosing, copying, distributing, or taking any action in reliance on the context of this information is strictly prohibited and may be unlawful. Email transmissions cannot be guaranteed to be secure or error-free, as information in electronic files could be intercepted, corrupted, lost, destroyed, or incomplete, as well as possibly contain viruses or arrive late. The U.S. government and the U.S. Department of State assume no liability for any errors or omissions in the context of this email transmission. If verification is required, a hard version can be requested by calling 1-877-487-2778. Then
Okay, sir, I do apologize for interrupting. Is there an attachment to that?
I sent the other application. You can see the other application here, and I'm asking what is all this? There is a passport, the receipt with the money that was spent, and then the application, and then the money that I gave the female I gave the person at the post office.
Okay, so sir, I can't see any information if you would have to provide me your information so I can see if you're in the system or not.
Oh, you said system. What do you mean system? So does that keep the same number, or since it's a new application, what happens?
I don't know if you applied for twice, but every application is a new application. If there is a new application number for each time you apply. If you do not have that application number, then either I can go off of your postal security number to see if we can pull you up in our system to show that it's in process, or whatever is going on in your application.
That's the thing, is that I paid all this money, and now I'm just wondering, like, I went to the passport agency on 19th Street in Washington, D.C. I finally got an itinerary. Okay? The itinerary was just printed out, and I wasn't intending on going. Well, I go there, and outside the metal detector, you have a series of people that are asking you questions. They want to see your itinerary, and they're going to say, you can go, you can't go. They say something. So I eventually get in, and as I get in, they act like they're saying, I go through the metal detector, and I get in, and then they're saying lines to me. And then they are being very condescending and kind of negative, like, maybe you can, maybe you can't, we don't know. And it was just like, we are not sure, and trying to bring uncertainty to me. I don't know how that is, I don't know how that is really helping your system, or what is this how long of a process is it? Is it 2 years? Because your website says it's 4 if you pay for 4 weeks if you pay for an expedited fee. The first time I didn't even pay for an expedited fee. I received my passport in 10 days. So I don't know what this is.
Okay, sir, I wouldn't be able to further assist you in order for you to provide me any type of information.
Information does not equal. I provided a massive amount of information.
Okay, sir, if you're wanting me to check the status of the application, either we go off of the application number if you have it, the full social security number, or your last name and date of birth.
Okay, that's not what the gentleman said yesterday. He talked about see, that's confidential information. Is it not, or is it?
Yes, sir, it is confidential, but we are the...
There was another type of number that an individual mentioned yesterday.
What number was that, sir?
Well, if I divulge that information to you from this location, it would seem presumably that I would divulge confidential information because you have not told me the correct sequence of wording to for me to divulge it. If you said, well, there's another number, it has this title, okay, but you didn't.
I do understand, sir. However, the information that the person provided you yesterday, I don't have any type of information that got pulled up into our system. When you do call the information center, we go off of the information that you provide us to see if there's an application in the system, provide you information of your status update of your passport if you have not received it.
Okay, this is the thing. If I paid $206 for a new passport, okay, the passport, that money doesn't go, let's just put an example here for a rent that you pay, or something, or anything else on the internet, whether it be videos of fitness training, or plane tickets, or Netflix. The money that's $206 doesn't go for Netflix. It doesn't go for plane tickets, discounted plane tickets. It doesn't go for rent. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know where I am. I know what's happening. I know that today's date is February 9th, 2021, and the time here is 8:21 a.m. So I didn't authorize that money to go to different things. I authorized it to go to United States passport, whether the form says it's renewal or not, or a new passport, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. That's what it goes to. I didn't authorize it to go to the rent people, or because I paid that. I didn't authorize it to go to something else. So it's very simple.
I do understand, sir. But the only thing at this time right now is there some information you want me to provide you?
What is this? These deals that are very cheap plane tickets, and I don't know. And then another thing is like other deals on the internet, like Netflix for free for a year, and then free training jiu-jitsu. So,
Okay, sir, I do apologize for interrupting. We are just the information center for the passport.
I know.
Any other additional information, I'm not for sure what information I can provide you. If it's in regards of a passport question or anything else I can further assist you on.
Well, I'm just saying, well, that would somewhat make sense, but on the contrary, when I paid the $206, that doesn't mean that now you're going to give me various internet deals. Or I paid the $1,000. That doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to... I don't think that I have the expectations of the U.S. Department of State. The expectations are, the first one is they're moral and ethical. Meaning, it doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter their beliefs. It means that the first thing of every other thing is that they're moral and ethical. These is the expectations that I have for the United States Department of State. Meaning, there is a person with a minimal amount of money, they pay for a service, they expect to get the service fulfilled.
Okay, now, sir, when you submitted in that information, did you receive your passport already?
Unless, and this is the thing, unless I think my father took it, unless one of his agents or one of their agents confiscated the passport, unless, whatever. So, I think that's a possibility. I don't know.
Okay, now, just to let you know, if you did apply, there is a certain time frame. It all just depends on what you applied for in regards of routine or expedited service.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, so that was 2 years ago. That's something that we can check in regards to the status. However, we would need, you would have to provide us your information for us to look up in the system. If not, then is there any other further questions in regards to passport-related questions that I can further assist you on?
This is presented a problem, and furthermore, the issue is, well, I'm an exception, but the issue has been a divergence. So I apply for the passport, then they start trying to obstruct or divert, or other agents or agencies get in between, and they start trying to tamper and manipulate, and it's unethical. That's the issue that's happening. I respect the Department of State, I respect the sheriffs, I respect the police, I respect the federal agencies, but I don't respect unethical, selfish behavior. And I don't think that's what the United States has stood for. I really think, and I believe that the United States has a higher ethical standard. This that is happening, if they are stealing, or they are playing, or they are even doing a filibuster, manipulating and obstructing, that's not ethical, and that type of behavior needs to stop.
Okay, sir, I do understand you're very concerned in regards to that. But if there's not any other further questions in regards to passport-related questions, I would have to move on to another caller, sir.
When you say regards, I don't know what that means.
It's in regards of your passport-related questions. If you have questions on applying for a passport, you have questions in regards of you have a passport application that you would like me to look up for you. That type of information is what we provide at this time. Any other related information that does not deal with the passport office, there wouldn't be anything else I can further assist you on, sir.
It's not that. It's that there wouldn't. So it's not that. It's that, well, you know, you guys say, well, I'll pay you for this. I'll pay you for that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. And I'm sincerely telling you that the intention, it truly matters here. And I am not made of money, but I don't like throwing my money away for nothing or just random things that they could potentially give me a deal for. If the deals are genuine, if the deals are ethical, then I say, okay, that's fine. Then I understand it. But if there is some unethical intent, or they're doing credit, or they say that this money for the State Department is for this other deal, this doesn't matter, or it's not linking up when you travel or something like that. I'm not in agreement of paying for a passport and then having it disseminated on the internet for other things.
Okay. Okay, sir, I don't have any other information I can provide you. The only thing is if you are checking in regards to the status of an application or anything else in regards to passport-related questions, I can further assist you on.
I just don't think, I don't believe that this sort of thing of them continually persisting on divergence is an ethical behavior.
Okay. I do understand, sir. Is there any other further questions in regards of any passport-related questions?
I'm just saying I'm one person. Your agency has clearances that are privy. Your agency has S1 through E8 clearance. I have none of that. So obviously there is individuals within the U.S. Department of State that have the capability to see what's on my device. They have the capability to look and know exactly the information presented. Everybody, quote unquote, that is depicting themselves as the passport processing center, and other entities or elements should not be obstructing. That is not proper behavior. I have not went out and broke major laws, federal laws. I have not went out and bullied people and pressured people, but this type of pressure, this type of oppression, this type of suppression, and obstruction because multitudes of people are interjecting is not correct behavior.
Okay, so if there's not any other information or further questions you have, sir, I would have to move on to another caller.
Are you at the hospital?
No, sir. We're in the information center at this time.